What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the RIDESHARE panel. Today we're looking at 29 cheat codes that you can use while you're driving for Lyft in 2019. Now there's literally something in here for every kind of driver. Whether you're just getting started or you've been driving for Lyft for a few years now and you're a veteran driver. As always, if you like the video, hit that like button and make sure to leave any comments, questions, anything you want to add down below in the comment section. One of my favorite apps to use while I'm driving for Lyft is Stereo. Stereo is really cool because you get paid money just to play music while you're driving for Lyft. Songs include up-and-coming bands that really want to get their music noticed. And all you have to do is play this music and you get paid up to an average of $120 per month more. It's really cool because you get to listen to awesome music and just do what you're already doing best, driving for Lyft. As a Lyft driver, you want to be screening your rides. The new power zones that replace surge pricing rewards you more for short distance trips. So if you're driving in the city and you get a long trip that's really far out of the way, you might not want to take this trip. How you can do this is you can hit arrive in the app when you're about a block or a half a block away from your passenger, and then a destination map will pop up that shows you where you're dropping them off. If this is too far away or out of your way, then just cancel that ride and move on to the next one. Make sure to take advantage of referral bonuses. If you're new to Lyft and you haven't signed up yet, I'll leave my referral code down below. Oftentimes it gets you a guaranteed income or some kind of referral bonus after a certain amount of rides. Get rideshare insurance. On Lyft, you're not covered at all points during the ride. When you haven't picked up a rider yet and you're not on your way to pick up a rider, you're not covered by Lyft's insurance. So you want to make sure that your carrier has some sort of rideshare insurance. The good news is that in 2019, most major carriers actually offer a rideshare policy. So Geico, Safeco, Allstate, a lot of these big ones, State Farm also, have their own kind of rideshare insurance, and you can kind of shop around and find the best rate that works best for you. If you use Lyft Express Drive, you can use this car for unlimited personal use. The rental car actually includes unlimited miles, and the more you drive for Lyft, the cheaper this rental becomes. So driving more becomes very beneficial if you're renting. These cars also include standard insurance and coverage for basic maintenance. Use the Cargo app to make extra money while you're driving for Lyft. Cargo lets you take products and put them in front of your passengers. These include snacks, tech products, really anything that companies want to advertise. And the best cargo drivers, the top 10%, make $300 a month extra on top of their rideshare income. Diversify your rideshare apps. You might even consider delivering packages with Amazon Flex. It's a great way to earn income, a guaranteed $18 per hour during the middle of the day when rideshare with Lyft might not be as busy. You can get paid to advertise on the exterior of your car. With REFERRAL, you get paid per mile that you drive, and there's no upfront costs. Drivers that get a full wrap job can make between $250 to $450 a month just for having advertisements for companies on the outside of their car. Now you might think this is a little bit tacky, but honestly, who cares? You're getting paid more to drive your vehicle. Use Google Maps to search for the best priced gas stations. Also, if you're a Costco member, they generally have really low priced gas and you can get up to 4% cash back with their card. You can also use Gas Buddy. This app shows you the lowest cost gas, kind of like Google Maps, and they also offer rewards for drivers. You can pad your income with passenger and driver referrals. There's currently no cap to how many drivers you can refer to Lyft. And Lyft is very good about letting you track your referrals, and they always pay out for referral bonuses. Hang out near college campuses and downtown in your area. Really get to know your city. This will help you find the highest demand areas, and knowing your city is always good because being a good driver is going to lead to higher ratings and better tips from your passengers. You can also use the FarePilot app to help you find hotspots in your area. This is really good if you're given a ride and let's say you end up somewhere in the suburbs that you're not that familiar with. FarePilot can take you somewhere nearby that you're more likely to get your next ride at. You can get paid $400 to take surveys through Product Lab based on your Lyft driving experience. It's a good way to make a little bit extra money as a driver. Drive less often on the app. You should really only be driving during the busiest times when you're guaranteed to get rides and more likely to get Power Zone bonuses. It doesn't make sense to be driving when you're not busy. Find another side hustle or a full-time job to fill your time during these hours. Lyft will pay you more money for longer pickups. If you end up going out of your way more than 10 minutes out of the way on a pickup, you can email Lyft and they will pay you $5 for that time. This is great because you're definitely spending more gas mileage on these long pickups and your time is money. Install a dash cam in your vehicle. Without one of these, you're putting yourself and your vehicle at risk. Now make sure you check with your local regulations and state regulations to find out if you need to have some sort of sticker on your car to let passengers know they're being recorded. But this is definitely a good move because let's say someone pukes in your car or breaks something, you want to have some sort of footage so that you can get reimbursed for this incident. After 1,000 rides on the Lyft platform, Lyft will send you a free Lyft jacket. This is cool because having more Lyft swag is always a bonus. Offer some small amenities in your car. This could include bottled water and phone chargers for both iPhones and Androids. This plays into the principle of reciprocity, and that's where you offer something small to your passengers and they're more likely to reward you with a tip and a good rating. Make sure that you have the right gear when you're getting started. You're definitely going to want a phone mount for your phone, and make sure that you also have the right wireless plan with unlimited data. And definitely check for thresholds on these so-called unlimited data plans. For example, T-Mobile currently has a plan that offers unlimited data, but it's only 4G up to a certain amount, and then they cut you down to a very slow speed. Save money to pay your taxes. As an independent contractor, you're required to pay taxes for yourself with Lyft. Your first year as a driver, you don't have to pay quarterly taxes, but your second year, you're gonna have to start paying those quarterly taxes. Understand your taxes as a rideshare driver. Most tax professionals recommend using the standard deduction, which comes in to be about 55 cents per mile. And this standard deduction is actually really beneficial if you're driving a small car that's gas efficient and doesn't require a lot of maintenance, because that standard deduction is based on your average car. If you use the standard deduction, you still get to deduct ordinary business expenses on top of that aren't related directly to your car. So stuff like a percentage of your phone bill and health insurance are also deductible as ordinary expenses. Drive for both Lyft and Uber and switch between the apps to make sure you're getting enough ride demand. You can also use an app like Maestro to make switching between the apps easier. Use accounting software to keep track of your expenses. QuickBooks Self-Employed is very highly rated, and it's personally what I use, but you can also use Wave to keep track of invoices and expenses, and they have a free version available. It's always a good idea to track your own mileage independently outside of the Lyft app, and the Stride app is a great option for this that I like to use for mileage tracking. You can also use Stride to find really cheap and affordable healthcare options. It makes this really easy to do, so if you're an independent contractor and fully self-employed, you'll want to use this for finding the best healthcare insurance at a reasonable price. Don't chase surge pricing in power zones. Have a go-to plan where you work certain times during the day and head to your favorite locations that are usually busy. And if the power zone happens to be there or happens to be close, go ahead and check it out. But don't waste time driving out of your way to get to these spots. Don't accept passengers with really low ratings. It's a good chance that these passengers are going to end up being rude and potentially damaging something in your car. And it's honestly not worth your time or the risk of harming your vehicle to pick up someone that's not going to be a pleasant experience for you. Make sure to always be friendly to your Lyft passengers. Open the door for passengers and help them with their luggage, help them put it in the trunk if you're taking them to the airport. This is one of the easiest ways to keep that rating up and to give more tips as a Lyft driver. That's it for the 29 cheat codes for Lyft drivers in 2019. If you have anything to add, you can go ahead and do that down below. And while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because there's tons of rideshare news, side hustle ideas, and updates that you're going to want to be in on.